Hello there, welcome back to Brilliant Minds. Today we're going to talk about Lewis Hamilton, the boy who grew up to become one of the fastest racing drivers the world has ever seen. Lewis was born in a town called Stevenage not far from London. When he was very young, his dad, Anthony, bought him a radio-controlled car. While most kids would play for a few minutes and then move on, Lewis couldn't stop. He practiced for hours, carefully steering around corners and overtaking other kids' cars at the local track. Soon he was winning against adults, and he was only 6 years old. Anthony saw that his son had something special. Even though money was tight, he worked extra jobs, sometimes 4 at once, to pay for Lewis to try real karting. Karting is the small, speedy version of racing that many champions start with. Lewis had his first go at the age of 8, and straight away, people noticed his incredible focus and bravery. While other kids hesitated at corners, Lewis would zip through, fearless. By the time he was 10, Lewis was winning trophies almost every weekend. He was so talented that he even marched up to Ron Dennis, the boss of the McLaren Formula One team, at an awards ceremony and boldly said, "One day, I want to race for you." Instead of laughing, Ron admired his confidence and gave him his business card. Imagine that, a kid with a dream daring to tell one of the most powerful people in racing exactly what he wanted. But Lewis's journey wasn't always smooth. His family didn't have as much money as many of the other racing families. At races, he sometimes felt like an outsider. He also faced racism from people who told him he didn't belong. It hurt, but Lewis decided to let those moments fuel his determination. He worked harder, trained longer, and proved his place on the track. When he was a teenager, McLaren offered him a place in their driver program. That meant they would support his career, help with training, and prepare him for Formula One. Lewis grabbed the chance and never looked back. In 2007, he finally reached Formula One, the very top level of racing. On his very first season, he shocked everyone by battling experienced champions, almost winning the world title as a rookie. The next year, in 2008, he did it. At just 23 years old, Lewis Hamilton became the youngest Formula One world champion at the time. The way he won was unforgettable, overtaking on the very last corner of the very last lap of the very last race of the season. Talk about a dramatic finish. Over the years, Lewis went on to win again and again, becoming a 7-time world champion, tying the record with the legendary Michael Schumacher. But what makes Lewis truly inspiring isn't just his speed, it's what that success gave him. Racing brought him financial security, fame around the world, and opportunities to try things beyond Formula One, from fashion design to music to meeting world leaders. Most importantly, it gave him a platform, a stage where millions of people would listen to what he had to say. Lewis has used that voice to campaign for diversity in racing, to support young drivers from all backgrounds, and to speak up about issues like equality and protecting the planet. He even launched a foundation to open up science, technology, engineering, and maths opportunities to children who might otherwise be left out. For Lewis, being fast on the track was never enough. He wanted to make a difference off the track too. Of course, being a champion also means facing setbacks. Lewis has lost races, crashed into walls, and sometimes made mistakes. But instead of giving up, he always came back stronger. He learned that even champions have tough days, but what matters is what you do next. So, what can we learn from Lewis Hamilton's journey? That it doesn't matter where you start, whether it's a small town, a tiny go-kart, or even a remote-controlled car. What matters is your belief in yourself, your willingness to work hard, and your courage to keep going when things get tough. And when you reach your goals, you can use your success not just for yourself, but to help others and make the world better. Next time you see a race car zooming by, remember that behind the helmet is a boy who once dared to dream big, and who proved that speed isn't just about cars. It's about chasing your dreams and using them to change the world. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again soon for another amazing story.